This Thursday's analysis. Start the Martian Novices Chase, Grade 1. Officially called the Golden Miller Chase. The Golden Miller Chase, until this race came into existence, was actually a name used for a race on the 2-day April meeting at Cheltenham. 3 great horses involved in the finish here. And Samcro coming back to form, having won the Ballymore a few years ago, winning under Davy Russell. I actually thought Milan had just won this, so it was a very close finish, but obviously Samcro just by the minimum margin of a nose winning. It was a calc in my... I watched in Ladbrokes bookmakers today, racing, and someone seemed to think the photograph was basically fake. So you get some very strange people in bookmakers. Stating that obviously Milan had been a higher price. No, bookies want Samcro to win, so it was basically a fake result. Milan has, of course, now 3 times now. He's been second at Cheltenham Festival, and a legendary 12-year-old 14, finishing in 3rd place. Ian Robinson of Imperial Racing, who was at the Coxford Gosforth preview event I reported on, got it wrong on Samcro, stating he shouldn't be 7-1, the price he was at the time, last week. He should be 70-1. Well, I hope Ian Robinson didn't lay any odds at that price, because he'll be having to sell quite a few horses he might be involved in. Where they go from here, I don't quite know. The Manifesto Chaser 80 is an obvious another Grade 1 over 2.5 miles. Quite so soon, as I think there's a Grade 1 this sort of trip at Fairy House, so that might be too soon. In the 10th Network Final, I'm not sure what the official name of this race actually is. There's only about 2 races. I don't know what the official name might be. The Coral Cup is the other one. The Crown has always been sponsored by Coral, so it's always had that name. Sire Du Berlais winning under top weight the 2nd year in a row, joining Buena Vista, who a little while ago won 2. Still some way behind the legendary Willie Rumpkins, who won between 79 and 81, had 11, 12 and 13-year-old. I just wonder if he may next year go into a stairs hurdle. He's certainly good enough, I feel, after this performance, of a shot at that. And I'm not sure how much I would take winning next year. I'll come to that in a few minutes. But Sire Du Berlais, another win for JP McManus, this time trained by Gordon Elliott. Well, Chase Min finally winning at Cheltenham Festival. He was there at 2016 when he was a favourite with being off his hurdle, lost to again the Arkle. Is it the greatest mule ever? I'm not sure. But it's a good performance for Mint to hold on to in beating Sal Calvdos on a very good race in 2nd, very close finish. I thought was slightly disappointing in 3rd, and then Fordon, who I think for preview panels are saying Fordon wasn't as good as he was last year. That seems to be true. I'm sorry, I don't ever quite remember how to pronounce the horse. It was a very disappointing win of the Arkle, and a bit like say Contraband was when he won. Usually winners of the Arkle tend to go on to do great things. A lot of them do, and he's one who doesn't, and that's a poor performance from him, frankly, and a poor season, basically. Move to a shock result of the stairs hurdle. Lisnagar Oscar at 50-1, beating Wandle Pope 20-1, and Bacardi's 33-1, and the complete eclipse of a favourite Paisley Park 6-4 on favourite. And Lisnagar Oscar at 50-1, I suspect the longest price winner in a Cheltenham Festival Championship race since not what's called 100-1 of the Gold Cup. I may be missing someone. If anyone wants to comment and point out who I'm missing, fine. I thought originally Anzen was also 50-1 when he won the stairs in 99, but he's 40-1 when he won. A great performance from Rebecca Curtis and jockey Adam Wedge. What happened to Paisley Park, I just don't know. It was a very poor performance. I actually backed up with Jade. I backed up for champion hurdle last year, but stairs hurdle for this year. And I'm afraid both times running equally badly, and she may win. I think she was. I think I said to one of the preview events, I said that she might be retired after the race, because she has been. Paisley Park has been listening to Ladbrokes TV guys. One of them saying was a bit interference a couple of times, but frankly, the other one basically didn't want to say didn't say the guy was speaking rubbish, but basically didn't give it that much. Didn't agree much with that. As it made a difference, and really he was so far beaten. It was inexplicably poor performance. So it was lovely with Gaviona. At least he had his win last year, and I'm sorry he didn't get a win this year. It'd be nice to him to win. It would be nice to him another win, frankly. We haven't got that. We had last year, so still is too. Also, he obviously doesn't know him anything. In the plate, simply the bets have been tipped up, and as I was saying, about preview events. Stated he there's quite a few people who fancied him. Beating Happy Diva. Move on to the Delford Mares Hurdle, known as the Dawn 1 Hurdle as well, is the official name. Concertista winning this year, having come an incredible one last year. Trained by William Mullins, ridden by Dale Jacob. When last year, on a hurdling debut in the Grade 2, just losing by a nose, and it was devastating for me. I had 10 quid on her. I was wondering, why is William Mullins running a fourth? This horse in a Grade 2 race. I think he did in a race this year, actually. Did it again in aggressive Grade 1, I think it was. One of the either Ballymore or the Sprint Officers, and came horse came through nowhere. But she lost by nose. I had 10 quid. About 132 on bet. So I was absolutely devastated. I mean, I was watching racing. She's won brilliantly today. It's absolutely devastating performance. I wonder where she'd go now from here. Hurdle, I wouldn't write off. I think maybe not quite. I'm not sure this race is quite good as the classic might have in future. So we'll see about that. But certainly she's got a great future. And I was so annoyed myself, thinking, oh, look at Concertista winning by so far. I wish it'd been last year. And I had back 2 horses. My main tip, hang on, it's still running, I think, actually, to be honest with you. I'm afraid never really got into the race enough. Emma's Joy. Okay, it did come 7th, to be fair, but never ever threatened in the race. And I'd actually remembered a horse tip by Philip Kirby with a preview meeting. I'd said, comment made said a preview meeting, main comment seemed to make was having to pay £55 taxi fare afterwards. Well, in the end, luckily I was there. Because a complete Rayner's World, he is his horse, and he mentioned the horse. He only was mentioned actually that panel for the Dawn 1 Hurdle, and his horse she was nowhere at all, absolutely out the back totally, and suddenly, and actually hadn't realised she come third. Same time with Derby, when I said the Derby 2015, and I watched Golden Horn win, and I was really happy to see Frankie Dettori in the Derby, and I'd backed Storm of Stars. I think only to win. But I thought he'd come nowhere, and then I found he'd come third because I just lost track. But he was literally when there was nowhere in the race at all, right towards the end. And it was about 5 minutes later I realised. There's one of the guys on Ladbroke TV suddenly stated the delivery result, Ged Rayner's World is third place. I hadn't realised 100 to 1. And all I would say is I made quite a lot more money than £35 I lost on the taxi fare from several after preview meetings. In the end, it's a good job I was there, even though I don't think I would a return because I can't keep paying £35 taxis on the grounds oftentimes that somebody might tip a horse. But a great result for him to come third 100 to 1 with that horse over maiden, in fact, as Concertista was last year when she nearly won. And my last race, the Kim Muir Folk Warwin Challenge Cup, Milan Native winning as a maiden, winning under Rob James, a £7 claimer. So once one of his races not going to an established jockey. Alex Head was second on Kilfillan Cross, and Bob Marley was tipped up by Warren Greatrix as his best and better than meeting at a preview event as well. Finishing third at Doncaster preview meeting, running well, finishing third 16 to 1. A few people mentioned preview meetings, into Plan of Attack, who came fourth at 10 to 1 under Barry O'Neill. Fitzhenry under my old mate, as I would say, I mentioned before, Patrick Mullins. Noah Williams 6th. I'm not sure it was actually his fault again. I've been very critical of him the first 2 days. But again, it was 7 to 1, and he hasn't really turned up. Although I will say he actually finished ahead of Derek O'Connor and Jamie God. So let's be fair, Mr. Mullins did better than 2 of the top jockeys in there. And also Samuel Conan seating, that's an awful mistake from a young master. I did put a few quid on him just in case Samuel Conan could get him sorted out. And he just struggling a little bit to drop back a little bit, and then it was an awful mistake. There's no way Samuel Conan could have stayed in the West. No, certainly not horse at all backed. Both pulled up in the Coral Cup and was hampered, and then went very badly wrong and had to be put down. One of those situations where it can happen to horse any time. As people obviously don't know, a lot of people don't like horse racing, say it's cruel to horses. But frankly, that's the sort of thing that could happen to a horse just in training with paddock. It could happen anywhere. That's a very sad situation. And there was a ban. I'll mention it. I'll put it just in the comments here about the stewarding decisions. And there was a comment of art. I've had a horrible feeling that the cock up there may have actually produced the death of the horse. I'm not saying that was the case, but unfortunately, if that has happened, it's not good riding. I will also say that in the comments, the second bound for Dal Jacob as well. That's not a good sign. I'm following on a 5-day ban. Is now a 2-day ban on Concertista. When he is. The first ban was on Fuzi Waffles for 5 days for using his whip, and he wasn't going to win. And now he's got 2 days for using whip, and he was definitely going to win on Concertista. It's not. I just think he's going to have to sort that out. It's 7 days now of it already, and I think and it's not good enough, frankly, I'm afraid.